Terence McKenna was a fascinating guy. He was a writer, speaker, and advocate for psychedelics. McKenna became super famous in the 90s. People loved his wild ideas about consciousness and reality. He traveled the world speaking to anyone who would listen. McKenna believed psychedelics could unlock hidden parts of the human mind. He thought these experiences could show us a different way of seeing the world. He encouraged responsible exploration of these altered states. But he always said, don't take my word for it, find out for yourself. McKenna's most famous idea is probably novelty theory. It's a mind-bending concept. He blends mathematics, biology, and a little bit of cosmic speculation. Essentially, he argues that the universe has a built-in tendency towards novelty. McKenna wasn't afraid to ask big questions. He wanted to know the meaning of life, the universe, and everything. Even if his answers were unconventional, he made people think, and that's a big part of why he's still so relevant today. So, what exactly is novelty theory? It's the idea that the universe isn't random, instead it's constantly evolving towards greater complexity and interconnectedness. Imagine a video game where the levels get more intricate and challenging as you progress. That's kind of like what McKenna envisioned for the universe. McKenna believed that novelty, or newness, is the driving force of this evolution. Think about it, from the Big Bang to the formation of stars, from single-celled organisms to complex life forms, the universe seems to love creating new and interesting things. But here's where it gets really trippy. McKenna used a mathematical model called the King-Wen sequence to map out this increase in novelty over time. This sequence, derived from the ancient Chinese I Ching, suggests that history might not be linear, but rather a fractal pattern of accelerating change. McKenna didn't stop at the cosmos. He believed novelty theory also applied to human consciousness. He argued that our brains are hardwired to seek out new experiences. Think about it. Don't you get a rush from discovering something new, learning a new skill, or traveling to a new place? McKenna thought that this drive for novelty is what pushes us to evolve and grow as individuals and as a species. He saw psychedelics as a tool to accelerate this process by shaking us out of our routines and opening our minds to new possibilities. But even without psychedelics, we can tap into this inherent drive for novelty. By constantly challenging ourselves, learning new things, and seeking out new experiences, we can participate in this cosmic dance of becoming. Now let's talk about time wave zero. This is where things get really out there. McKenna used the King-Wen sequence to create a computer program that generated a graph. This graph, he claimed, mapped the ebb and flow of novelty throughout history. According to Time Wave Zero, history isn't random. It's a fractal pattern of increasing novelty, with periods of intense change followed by periods of relative calm. And guess what? McKenna believed that the graph showed a point of infinite novelty rapidly approaching time wave zero. So what happens at time wave zero? McKenna wasn't exactly sure. He speculated it could be a singularity, a point where human consciousness undergoes a radical transformation. Maybe we merge with machines, maybe we transcend to a higher dimension. Whatever it is, it's going to be wild.